What is Alzheimer's disease?
Alzheimer's is a progressive disease that destroys memory and other mental functions.
Every 4 seconds, someone is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. It's the most common cause of dementia, affecting over 40 million people worldwide.
Many people diagnosed with Alzheimer's feel separated from society. This can be caused by a family member's response to the disease.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to grab my ski jacket and leave.
And to see your mother?
The one who remembers Moonlight Sonata and not her daughter. Are we talking about the same thing? Humor, it's a defense mechanism.
Who's this, Jess? I used to have a vest like this once.
I'm just gonna get my jackets.
Yeah.
Like something very important was taken from me. And it has been.
We don't get as many visitors anymore. You lose a lot of friends and family who don't know how to approach you, don't know whether to say something.
The shame felt by those with Alzheimer's also adds to the division in society.
My only means of escaping the shame and the embarrassment of being this way is to turn what's left of my thoughts inward.
I felt as though I wanted to run away. I wanted to almost die at that point, because it felt to me as though it was going to be the end of my life.
It was frightening because it's not a word, dementia is not a word that you say lightly, and it's not a happy word.
Generally, it isn't well understood. There is still a lot of stigma about a diagnosis of dementia. I think many members of the general public tend to think when someone's diagnosed with dementia, they're immediately at that stage of staring into space. They don't know that it occurs over many years.
What causes this division?
There's that fear factor there for dementia. I'm not sure why that is, and it shouldn't be. Might have trouble with my memory, but there's things that I can do and still have some value, still have some worth, and be part of a community. We can be involved in the community.
Still Alice, a movie released in 2015, portrays a woman suffering from Alzheimer's.
Man has an instinctive tendency to speak as we see in the babble of young children.
When we first meet Alice Howland, she's 50 years old, an accomplished professor of linguistics. But something is beginning to happen.
I hope to convince you that by observing these baby steps into the I knew I shouldn't have had that champagne.
We watch as Alice loses words, gets lost in familiar places, forgets appointments. Eventually, she's diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
Why won't you take me seriously?
It's an up-close and sometimes raw portrait shown from the perspective of someone with a disease that today affects more than 5 million Americans, including 200,000 who experience early onset.
Sometimes I can see the words hanging in front of me and I can't reach them and I don't know who I am and I don't know what I'm going to lose next.
Julianne Moore, who plays Alice, earned an Academy Award nomination for her performance. The movie is based on a novel by the same name.
Lydia, what time is your play?
8 o'clock.
Lydia, you nervous about tomorrow night?
Yes. I mean, I'll be fine once I'm up there, but I'll definitely have to blot all of you out.
I'm sorry, what time did you say it was again?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Mom, you don't have to schedule it. It's okay.
No, I want to put it in. And where is it?
The Saugatuck Theater.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, it's
Mom,
S-A-U...
it's not like we're going to forget to bring you
Just let her do it. It's S-A-U-G...
A-T-U-C-K.
Anna, you're not helping.
No, you're not helping. Why should she worry about remembering something that she doesn't even have to remember?
Well, if you just let her do it, she won't worry. What's the problem? You have to talk about our relation that's sitting right here.
I'm not. I'm talking to her, aren't I, Mom?
Yes. Yes, you are.
I was hoping to give living with Alzheimer's a face and a voice.
Still Alice, right? Alice knows that she is Alice, but in many ways she's not. So you see the confusion. You also see some of the shame, right? I mean, is there still a stigma, you think, attached?
Oh, absolutely. And this is fortunately one of the things that the book and now the movie are helping to eliminate in a kind of a big way. It's, you know, it's an easy population to ignore in some ways. And yet if we're going to ultimately have Alzheimer's survivors in the hopefully near future, we need to begin to talk about this and get rid of that shame and stigma.
Helping your family, friends, and neighbors to better understand Alzheimer's will reduce stigma, improve care, and even help the fight for a cure.
I've got no desire to give up or stop. I want to keep living. I want to be part of everything.
We're still people. We still have feelings. We still have emotions. We can still contribute to society.